I'm not gonna say who is this for because clearly it's more for enthusiast people. Like people like to pretend all PC gamers like this big enthusiast must have the best graphics, highest fidelity, PC kind of stuff. So there is clearly a market for this. The issue I'm having with this is well, some of the prospects, also terms are using in their promotion about what this PS5 Pro is even supposed to be able to do. Like right off the bat, it's supposed to, enhance performance, but to ideally combine both fidelity and performance mode into one whole entire mode so you get the 4K resolution, 60 FPS frame rate. The problem is the fact that they say targeting 60 FPS.
It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second.
Not locked 60 FPS, not guaranteed 60 FPS, targeting 60 FPS, which is already something the console has issues depending on the game. So that's already a problem in itself that you're still saying targeting, despite trying to hype up how way more powerful this system is compared to original PS5. My big question is, will every PS5 game be getting this boost? 'Cause remember, the PlayStation 5 was supposed to be boosting PS4 games, and for a good amount of them, it does. Some games don't gain the boost, like Bloodborne. But there's also some games on the PS4 that also don't even run on it or have glitches. But the thing is, like, will every game get this? Like, I know they said, like, oh, they're using, like, a freaking AI thing, kind of like super sampling on PC, in order to increase resolution.
And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images pixel by pixel and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games.
But I don't really think you need a more powerful console in order to use AI upscaling because, well, it's AI, it's not using the actual hardware itself. So it's one of those questions, like, will every game be getting this? The fact that even the Final Fantasy Twitter account has to highlight that, yes, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be getting this boost is like, do every game have to confirm this? Shouldn't this be console-wide kind of thing? Or is it going to be like the PS4 boost where it's some games do, some games don't, follow a list? Another thing is the note of, oh, developers said they wanted more power to work with. Yeah, but developers always say this, and that question of is how they use the power in question. Like, yeah, you can say like a Square Enix, for example, wants more power, but they use the power for more graphic fidelity and not on performance. Like, even Final Fantasy 16 can't even reach 60 FPS consistently despite the enhanced hardware of the PS5. And also Final Fantasy Rebirth also has issues with reaching the freaking 60 FPS even when on freaking performance mode. So the question of, yeah, they want more power, but how will they use the power? Will they just recreate the same problem they've been doing since like freaking the PS3 or so? Where it's like, we want more power, great. We added more skin pores. Okay, what about performance? Is that kind of problem? It seems like it's just repeating a cycle here. We want more power. We maxed out fidelity, but forgot about performance. Here's a more powerful console, so we can use more powers for more fidelity and performance. Oh shit! Wait. Crap. I also have a question. How will this affect the PlayStation app on PC, where you can stream the PS5 to PC and all that? Like, will they update the app to where it can now also handle 60 FPS streaming? Because currently the PS5 streaming on the PC can only go to 30 FPS. So will they increase that cap too? Or would it just be targeting 60 FPS and no actual locked-in guarantees? That's the thing that bugs me. The targeting part, not the locked-in part. It's targeting 60 FPS, so they can't even guarantee it despite trying to hype it up. And that's just the weird part. Like, you think you want to make sure, guarantee, yes, it can do 60 FPS, but for example, Final Fantasy 16 on PS5 Pro won't be able to do 60 FPS with higher fidelity. Then does that just make the point of the PS5 Pro redundant? Or pointless? Not redundant, but yeah, pointless? And all this? If it can't even do guaranteed what's supposed to be doing? I know many are focusing on the price tag, and the price tag is insane, but once again, some of y'all bought the PS4 Pro, and some of y'all care about having more higher fidelity with like the most perfect console setup with the best 4K TV that money can buy, perfectly calibrated. So there is a market for this, but I feel like compared to like the PS4 Pro, it's probably going to be an even more niche market. than ever before with that price tag. But that's the problem. It's gonna be a more niche market. So there's gonna be people who want this. There's people who want like freaking RTX 4090, 4080s, and all that. It's gonna be people who want this for the best fidelity and everything. But it's gonna be a way more niche market. So people are looking at this from like a grand public consumer face. I feel like they need to take that thought out and focus more on would someone who cares about having the best thing really pay this much for it. Possibly, yes, but if they can't even guarantee their own stats they're highlighting and have to brag about AI upscaling, that's the problem. That's where they'll start losing even the enthusiast people if it's not like full legit performance via the hardware that makes it look and perform way better. If they have to use AI upscaling, you pretty much screwed the pooch there. I will see some comparing it to the price tag of the base PS3 back in the day, and yeah, that price tag was also pretty bad. But I wanna hope at least the PS5 Pro won't cook itself like the base PS3 did. Man, the fact that Sony effectively got away with the yellow light of death still bugs the hell out of me. I had a yellow light of death on my PS3, and I was supposed to talk about the red ring of death from Xbox 360. They effectively managed to get away from that PR disaster. That is still nuts to me, but assuming the PS5 Pro doesn't cook itself to PS3, it's already off to a better start, and it's also off to a worse start with freaking, AI upscaling and freaking the price tag of $700. Vertical stand sold separately. Disc tray sold separately. But again, I feel like the person who's more enthusiast about this thing would probably be more caring about the whole entire disc tray part. But someone like me who doesn't care about the PS5 Pro, but me, yeah, I want to freaking be able to use this disc tray for my console and put in physical PS5 games. So yeah, that's still a problem. The fact that this is a premium console, premium experience, but you're definitely going to be paying a premium price for it just for not even a guarantee of its power. I will see some compare this to saying how, the Switch 2, whatever, that's the next console's called, comes out, and it's like $400, Sony is cooked. I mean, they're not really cooked considering Pro Revision and a new console are not exactly in the same market at all, especially since we're going for the 10 million, not exactly going for the highest fidelity to begin with. So I feel like that's not really a comparable example. I mean, it still would be funny considering how Sony is known for like the $299 back in the day scenario with Sega.
$299.
So it would be funny to see a role reversal, but yeah, it's clearly, granted, Sony came and couldn't even predict stuff like, Astrobot doing so well, or Concord failing. They had to work on this thing for a long time, and I know people trying to say, really doing this after Astrobot's goodwill, they couldn't exactly predict that, so like, not sure it's exactly fair to put against them, but it still, regardless, doesn't make them look good in this scenario, when they're not exactly in the best PR as of right now. But certainly people will buy this, hope they enjoy it, hope they get what they want from it, but it's definitely for a more niche market. So people trying to picture this for like a more general consumer base, no, it's not looking at people who spend $2,000 for a PC. That's more of a niche, not exactly the norm for most PC players kind of thing. So this will have its fans, people will enjoy it, hopefully they do, but it's just not a good look with their current reputation right now is what I feel is the issue.